The kids are playing a game in the other room. I was gonna sit down and put buttons on these vests that I made over the weekend. Isn't the lining cute? No one will see it when I have it on, but I'm a sucker for a cute lining. And then I also made this blue and red and gray plaid one. And the outer fabric had this little vintage tag with it, so I put it on there. But I don't have enough of the right buttons for either of these, so probably just gonna wear one of them without the buttons tonight to the movies with my mom for her birthday. It's gonna be so good to see her for a minute. I keep trying to do a couple of rounds on this star blanket every day, and it has gotten quite a bit bigger because it was, obviously a lot smaller than when I started it, but it's getting big enough now that I'm having trouble focusing for 2 rounds on it. So I did one today, and then I'm switching to this one, which is just gorgeous, but I'm also having trouble focusing for a super long time with this one. But I do need to, this one's actually a little more pertinent. I think that's the word I mean, for crafting time. This is the end of the first 50-gram ball, and I think I need to do quite a bit. The shawl that I made, this is the Sevilla shawl by Ellis Knitwear. I test knit the Sevilla shawl with Newton held double, and it was like 300 grams of Newton. So I have about 600 grams of this. I don't know if I'm going to make it as big. It really is a schlanket that I made for the test knit, which is wonderful, and I love it. But it's not necessary for it to be that big. But I am trying to focus here, and it is really hard. Probably because I'm not doing a good job of drinking water and eating food. I just realized that as I was speaking to you. Do you ever have that where you're like, oh, I've been struggling with this for a while, and oh, look at this simple answer. Okay, well, I did have lunch with the kiddos, but kid lunch sometimes isn't quite enough. So I should reassess. We have vacuumed in the front room, which honestly does a lot for making space in my brain to be able to, focus on other things. But I'm going to keep trucking. I do need to go out this evening, which is going to be really fun, actually. And I'm going to bring my Advent sock with me to the movies because that's the only vanilla knitting, aside from the muscle burr that I have on the needles, that I have. And so that's okay, though. That's okay. I might even be able to finish the foot while I'm at the movies, which would be fun. And then I'll have one Christmas sock by Christmas at least. So yeah. Oh my goodness. I think I'm just going to keep switching between the star blanket and this shawl all afternoon and see how far I get. Once I realize I'm distracted with one, I'll do the other one. I'm wearing my new skirt that I finished for myself. I really, really like it. It's very warm. I'm going to wear it tonight also. I'm going to tuck this brown vest in and then put my cropped cardigan over it, my Mistija cardigan over it, and see if that helps with the positive ease issue that I was having where my back was cold with the cardigan. So we shall see. It's not as cold today. It's like 47 right now. So I think that combination will be pretty good. That's the plan anyway. just got out of the Wicked movie with my family, and I was able to do almost the entire foot while I was in there. Well, I mean, I had the gusset decreases done, but I've got about 9 more rounds until I need to start the toe. So that's fun. It was so lovely to be there with my family. I started crying on the way out. We went for my mom's birthday. Her birthday's in a couple of days, and my dad was just, lovely, taking care of everyone's tickets and drinks and snacks and all of that, and to celebrate her. And I know not everybody has a good mom, and so I'm really thankful for my mom. And I also have a good dad, but his birthday's in January, so we can talk about him then. But I so appreciate her. And I had this realization back in April when she took me to the Monet experience, which was a beautiful, just kind of pop-up meaning it wasn't there forever, museum experience about Claude Monet and his art and Impressionism in general. And it was just lovely, and sitting there in different rooms, talking together about just things that I took for granted when I was younger. That not everyone has a mother who's so full of beauty and love and intelligence that they don't get the things that I got. They don't get talks on the couch about different art forms, different music, just she's always sharing it. She's always just enjoying things. She's contagious that way, that she just loves beautiful things. And so as we were sitting there, it kind of hit me between the eyes again. Kind of hit me between the eyes again, because it was the end of the movie, right? And my mom, when she really feels the music, she'll start conducting with her hand, and I love that about her. And she used to do that when I was a little girl, when we would be in the car and a good song would come on, and she would just, she'd have one hand on the wheel, but she would just conduct while we would drive. And I would always, sing the song and with my sisters and my brother, and so it was the same today. We were in this theater, and we were the only ones there. That's the only reason we did that. She would have been able to quietly conduct, but I would never have been singing any of the movie if anyone else had been there. But it was just my sisters and my brother, and my mom and dad. And so some of us were singing, and I thought to myself as the song ended, can you imagine being able to be the one who gets to sing it? How crazy would that be? That would be amazing. And she turned to me, and I was kind of crying, and she was kind of crying, and I didn't know that. And she said, can you imagine? Can you imagine being able to be the person that wrote that? And I thought, we're different, but we are the same. I am truly overcome with gratefulness. And this always happens because I'm almost 40 and I'm really emotional. But I watch my friends, a lot of my friends, trying to come to terms with things that their parents did out of maliciousness, really, or just selfishness. And a lot of those things are things that I've never had to contend with. And yeah, and it always makes me think, like, there's this term that a lot of parents who are trying to do better than their parents did, being cycle breakers. And that's huge, and it's really good work. But something that has been a theme of my parents for a long time is that there would be generational progress, that they knew they weren't perfect, but they were already trying to break some things that they got from their parents. And so there's just this beautiful thing that happens every time we're together, where I see, you know, I'm almost 40, so they're in their 60s now. And a few years ago, we lost MJ's dad. And it was actually around this time of year. And so every year, around this time, I'm reminded how lucky and blessed and beautiful my life is, because I still have both my parents, and they're beautiful people. So, I can't cry in a parking lot about it all night, though. I have to go home and be a beautiful parent myself. Hopefully. Whew. So, what a night. I don't know that I can let this go. I might have to finish this suck tonight. I know that I have other projects going, but dear heavens, it's so close. It's so close. And I usually, do my little tread heavy thing on the ball of the foot there, but I knit faster than I thought I was going to. I thought for sure I wouldn't get to that point, but it was a very good movie. And sometimes with a good movie, that means I knit a little faster because it's exciting. So, oh man. Oh, well, I'll have to stop myself and hopefully finish this when I get home. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. The clouds are moving so quickly. Look at that. Passing over the moon in seconds. It's amazing. My goodness. It's so fast. Catch a glimpse of a few stars in between them. Oh, where am I? There it is. Right. Is there another one? Oh no, I've lost it. My goodness, look at that. Beautiful.